Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the Brain Dead React channel, where today we are looking at the world's strongest man versus the world's biggest gun. It is a crossover between Eddie Hall, big British bloke, and Kentucky Ballistics, a big American bloke. And, well, I'm just gonna bring it over here to where I paused it on the start. It is weird to see Eddie Hall standing next to a man who is not a bodybuilder and him not look small. So respect, Scott. You are a fucking tank of a man as well, which I think everyone that watches Kentucky Ballistics already knew because of the size of the guns he fires. It was like you'd have to be a tank of a man to put up with them, and also to be able to survive a fucking 50 cal blowing up in your face. But anyway, let's get to the reaction, shall we? Right, let's see how this plays out. I do like Eddie Hall. He's a funny man. He's a funny bloke, funny, entertaining man. As is Scott. Like Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, his energy is unmatched. Like, he is my favorite gun tuber because it's just he's just so lovable. Like, you know, like he's just some big fuck off great big teddy bear who likes guns, you know. Like, he seems like a lovely dude who I'd love to go and have a beer with, you know. Like, he seems like that type of guy. But yeah, let's get on with it, shall we?
Hello YouTube, I'm the world's strongest man and this is the world's biggest gun. Oh. Right then, Scott, we've got an awesome selection. I've got to say, this is an awesome selection of guns, but you go back to his secret lockup. My God, there must be, I don't know, 300 pistols, 300 rifles, 300 miniguns. It's just grenades, rocket launchers. It's insane.
These are all your biggest.
Scott, you fancy inviting a random lone Britishman up to see your stuff? That'd be great. Please. I'd love to. I like, that would be a dream, an absolute dream of mine, to get to go up to Kentucky Ballistics locker and never mind shoot them, just handle them, you know. I mean, like, because yes, I'm British, yes, I can't get a real gun. The closest thing I've got is airsoft guns and stuff. And you know, I do like, I've always respected firearms. I love guns. I'm a bit of a nerd, so for me, it's always been about the operation. You know, like, I'm very interested in how they work. I love watching teardowns. I love seeing the moving parts, the mechanisms in weapons and stuff. Like, I just love all that shit. So it would be an absolute dream of mine, or it is an absolute dream of mine, to go to see Kentucky Ballistics ranch, range, lock up. You know, it's, I have no doubt that I'm 6'1", and I'm not very strong or big with it, you know. So I have no doubt that half of those guns I probably wouldn't even be able to fire, but I'd still like to try. You know, I'd still like to see how far up in the loadouts I could get. You know. But anyway, let's carry on.
Safari rifles that you could possibly get your hands on. If you were going to try to take down the biggest land animals in the world, or even the universe,
Like me.
these, yeah.
These are what we need.
So yeah, we'll start with the smallest of the biggest and work up to the absolute biggest.
I just want to quickly touch on the bigger. Can you just hold that up for us?
Oh, absolutely.
Just look at the size of this. It's a 1-inch bore. It's a 1-inch bore. That is just an absolute monster. It weighs about 50 pounds.
And it is, it's called a 4-bore rifle.
4-bore. Why is it called 4-bore? Is it 4 times as powerful?
No, it's actually, they used to do the bullet weights. So right. 4 bullets would equal 1 pound.
Okay.
Yeah. But this one's a little heavier than that. 3 makes 1 pound. Because it's a 2,150 grain bullet. But they're all pretty big. Over here you have a 416 Rigby, 460 Weatherby Magnum, 505 Gibbs, 24 karat gold 500 Nitro Express.
It's like something off Call of Duty when you get premium platinum
Yeah.
prestige. That's it.
Once you wear your
Prestige.
shoulder out enough with these, it just magically turns gold, you know. Hey, 577 Tyrannosaur, 600 Nitro Express, 4-bore. These last 3 are very difficult to find, especially the T-Rex. That's one of only 24 rifles ever made.
Okay.
Most people would never even see in person, much less get to shoot.
Right, this is awesome. I can't wait. And I guess this is like everyone's going to be thinking about what is the world's strongest man going to be like handling these kind of guns compared to an average guy. We'll get me shoot them. We'll get Scott to shoot them, and then maybe the guy holding the camera should shoot them.
Hey.
What do you reckon?
I think
That's probably a good idea, actually, because I'm assuming the guy behind the camera might be like Eddie's size. I doubt he's Eddie's size, but like saying, oh, me versus an average man, and then pointing to Kentucky Ballistics, who in his own right is a fucking beast of a man. So, you know, like.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think we're pretty cool as well. Right, let's get to it.
All right. Okay, so this is the first one I have for you, Eddie. This is a CZ 550 416 Rigby. It's definitely not a small gun, but it's
The smallest
smaller
one you have.
of the ones that we brought today. It's very light, and it shoots this here. That is a 400 grain brass solid, and this round will pretty much go through anything. We may not see much of an explosion on that, but it's still, you're going to see something. He's going to feel something.
Just the impact into his shoulder, you know.
Well, I would say you split its wig. Really, if we would have lined up like 6 cinder blocks, it would have been, you would have really seen what this could do.
Yeah.
This is your next one, your next step up. This is a Weatherby 460 Magnum. And for a long time, this was like what people said was the most powerful thing you could go hunt with. And there was like a bunch of kind of like folklore around it. Like if you couldn't shoot it more than 3 times without your nose starting to bleed and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it kicks, but it's not going to kick you that hard. That is a 500 grain brass solid. And as you can see, that is not a small round. I'll tell you what, instead of shooting the watermelon, why don't you aim for the cinder block underneath it?
Okay.
And it's gone.
There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah, like nothing. Now, what did that compared to the one you just shot?
I think
Not
it's
the
about the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Roughly the same. Not as bad on the ears.
This is a CZ 550 chambered in 505 Gibbs. So that's a 600 grain bullet.
That's a big bullet.
So we're getting bigger. If you manage to hit that pudding, I think it's going to make quite an explosion.
Really?
Yeah, you would not want that hitting you in the face, would you? I mean, not that you'd want any gun hitting you in the face, really, but that's
concussion
insane.
that came off that, like I felt it back here, like in the chest. That was worse.
Maybe my shoulder's getting sore, but that was worse.
I think it's going to be kind of tender by the end of the day.
Yeah. What a waste of pudding.
I got something for you here. This is a double barrel,
Prestige.
24 karat gold,
Prestige.
500 Nitro Express. I don't think you get any more fancy than that.
Real gold.
I was just out here shooting one day, and all of a sudden I just leveled up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's real gold. It's real 24 karat gold.
Level
plated.
100 Prestige.
A lot of times when you see a gun, it's actually not real gold. It's just, it's like a titanium nitride. This is real gold. It's a real special one. The only thing is you don't want to shoot it because it's too pretty.
Yeah.
You know?
It starts flaking off and stuff.
Yeah, actually the tip of the barrel is missing some gold because it's just not. So every time you shoot it,
Oh, that's a shame.
losing some money. Nice.
any Hunt Showdown fans in here right now, that is the Nitro Express rifle that you use in Hunt Showdown. I believe he has a 600 and 700 Nitro as well. Probably going to see the 600 Nitro, or one of them actually, in this loadout. But I believe both the 6 and 700 were made like in like way after Hunt is set. I believe. I could be wrong. If we get any proper gun people in here who know about this stuff, who can correct me in the comments, go ahead. But I believe the 500 Nitro is the one that the Hunt Showdown Nitro Express is based off.
Oh, they've all got like proper kicks. Every single time I shoot something, it's taking skin or blood out of me.
This one's fun. Watch this.
Yeah.
You blew through.
That goes straight through the tinderbox.
Like that's just sitting there, but it went through the first one, and
The
then
second one's just
the
disintegrating.
second one's just gone.
The size of Eddie's fingers as well. Like, I'm not surprised that he's getting like his fingers trapped in the trigger hole, like the trigger group. Like, you know, like it's probably like his fucking finger probably takes up the entirety of the space. You know, like.
Jamie, you're gonna shoot this one, buddy.
Yeah. So before we hurt Jamie.
Wait, what one? This is like the medium one.
This one's small. Yeah, not really. This is a square 5.77 Tyrannosaur, and this is one of 24 rifles ever made. 12 went to Africa, 12 stayed in the U.S., and this is one of those 24. It shoots a 750 grain solid, and this kicks harder. They say this is one of the hardest kicking rifles in the world. I'm really sorry, Jay.
It actually says Tyrannosaur down the side.
Right here. 5.77 Tyrannosaur. So this is the rounded fires. That's a 750 grain brass solid. So it shoots a solid, but I have some 650 grain salt points. So those watermelons should just absolutely detonate.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of energy in this dude. Oh,
God.
it's still raining watermelon.
Noticed as well, like Eddie's not getting like a very solid hold on the weapons. You know, like hold on. Maybe once again, maybe it's because of how big his hands are. But just look.
Oh,
God.
it's still raining watermelon.
Right, so yeah, like he's not really gripping it. Like he's resting it here, like you should, I'm assuming, obviously, but he's not holding or gripping the rifle at all. He's just resting his thumb over the top and then pulling the trigger. It feels like, you know, like going like you would with an air rifle. You know, when you're trying to fast fire an air rifle or something, like as a British person, you know, like, and I think that might be a mistake when we come to the fucking 4-bore. If he fires the 4-bore like that, he ain't gonna be able to hold on to the fucking thing. That is pretty spectacular though, isn't it?
Wow.
Are you sure you want Jamie to do that? Because you may lose your camera, man.
Honestly, man. Jeez, that's so nice. It's like
It's like a big warm hug, right?
it's like an instant whole over body massage. Jamie, get on this. Just for context, Jamie, how tall and heavy are you?
So I'm like 6'2" maybe. I'm like 62 kg, so that's
Okay.
this much pounds.
All right,
Okay.
just Jamie,
Don't worry,
don't
Jamie,
let
I've got
that too
coaching,
far
you're
off
gonna be
me. Sweet.
Jamie's
We're about to get the perspective of what it would look like if I fired the Tyrannosaur like this.
about to fire the Tyrannosaurus gun. I don't know if you've probably seen it going around on social media of like the Arabian guy shooting a gun. You shoot it and the gun just like goes past the shoulder. That is this gun. So,
Is that? Holy shit, I did not know that. I remember that video. I don't remember seeing it go around YouTube, but I remember it going around my friends' phones back in the day. Like, oh yeah, I've got this sick clip. Let me send it to you through Bluetooth, bruv. Sending it on the fucking Sony Ericssons. I remember that.
Lean back, Jamie.
Lean.
What do you mean lean back?
Aim at the berm.
Oh my god! I'm so glad you were there, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
If he wasn't there, I would have been.
I was like, oh my god. That was cool, right?
That was cool, man.
Heck yeah, good job, dude. Good job.
Oh,
Boy, that rocked you. That absolutely rocked you.
You did. I have a feeling the same thing would happen to me.
So, back in the day, this was the champ.
Champ.
600 Nitro Express was the biggest and most powerful safari rifle you could get until they came out with 700 Nitro, and really 4-bore was before this, but this is what everybody was using.
Right, how old is this then?
This gun is probably 50 years old,
Okay.
but it's in really great shape. Double barrel, 600 Nitro Express, a lot of really nice engraving and stuff on it too. And it shoots a 60 caliber bullet that is a 900 grain full metal jacket.
Well, I'm interested to see how this looks and how it feels and everything.
Everybody's been having all the fun today, so I'm finally going to shoot one. All right, here we go.
Well, that's understandable, Scott. They are your weapons. You do what you like, mate.
Oh.
It's my favorite part.
Here we go. We're about to shoot the 4-bore. Going through 5-gallon jug of water, mustard, and relish.
Here we go. It's 4-bore time.
Why not?
Oh, it's Scott's
Another
dead.
one.
I think Jamie's about to.
Relish.
Random cameo from Scott's dad, who is also called Scott, by the way.
The block. Why not? Maybe another one.
I think Jamie's about to have his revenge, Eddie.
Look at the size of it.
It's just so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's giant. So yeah, there's your 4-bore. Then there's the round, 2,150 grains.
Let me hold that in my hand because I've got
Yeah.
big hands. That is a big bullet.
So this thing loads like artillery. Pull this little lever here, and then as you can see, it lowers this like breech. And
It's like loading a cannon.
it really is. It's like shoulder fired artillery. Just take that there, and then you raise your breach. All good?
Oh, man, this thing.
Going happy?
Yep.
Oh, he's still holding it the same.
Oh, that
Oh, my
moved
God.
you a little more than 7 inches that time, Eddie.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
That moved you.
Take that off me.
370-pound man just got shoved. Oh.
£200 of felt recoil going straight into your shoulder. Destroying the table, destroying every target that was on the table. The 4-bore is absolutely no joke.
Oh my God. Look at his shoulder surgery. I mean, just look at the destruction it's
So
done.
yeah, he went through everything, all of it.
Do you think the bullet?
So what
did
you're
the
looking
bullet
at
do?
here is
So that
hydrostatic shock.
the
So
bullets forced everything down.
yeah, it hit it with so much energy that it just bent the table. There it is, Eddie, right there. You have to get it out. I've got the gun, but it's right there on a piece of watermelon.
That's the bullet.
That's the bullet. Looks like a big rock.
Yeah. So that has gone through the water, and the force from that bullet has forced the water down and broke the table. That is just insane. Imagine what that would do to a stomach.
It's on my channel, but it was a zombie torso. But
It must have ripped it completely open.
It's pretty brutal. I lined 2 of them up,
Yeah.
blew through both of them, and then we lined them up, and I went through both of their craniums, and that was insane. Literally just gone,
Like butter.
gone, just disintegrated. So out of everything you've shot, like ever in your life, Where's the 4-bore rank?
That is number one by a mile. Like that really did hurt my shoulder. I mean, how much did I jolt back? And
that's 200 pounds of felt recoil.
So it's like 200 pounds hitting me in the shoulder in a split instant.
Yeah, and it moved you.
Oh yeah.
This video is not pre-watched, by the way. I've just seen enough Kentucky Ballistics videos about this gun to know that it is 200 pounds of felt recoil directly into your shoulder, because he says it every time. He wants you to remember what he's doing for your, like, what he's putting his shoulder through for your satisfaction. So
yeah.
That moved you for sure. That's crazy. That's really saying something with as strong and as big as you are.
Yeah.
And it's still pushing you around. If we got that to Jamie, I'm pretty sure Jamie would die.
Jamie.
Don't worry, Jamie. I only brought one round, so you can shoot it.
Scott, man, put it there, buddy.
It was a pleasure to watch you shoot them, man.
It's absolutely amazing. That has been a life experience for me. I've shot many a gun in my lifetime, but that was something special. That would put down King Kong.
Yeah,
literally.
I really think it would. Yeah,
insane. Right then, guys, that is a wrap. That's World's Strongest Man fires the world's biggest gun. Ticked off. Do not forget to go and check out Scott's channel, Kentucky Ballistics. We'll put the link in the description. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Big love the beast. Take care.
We'll give that a like. We will hit that like button for you, Eddie. That was a very enjoyable video. That was a very enjoyable video. Kentucky Ballistics video is always enjoyable. Like I say, Eddie Hall, very genuine, entertaining guy. I love watching his stuff. And this was the crossover I didn't know I needed, but now that I've seen it, I want more. I need to see you lads getting together on more videos. You know, it'd be nice actually to see the opposite side now, because we've heard as Kentucky Ballistics fans that Scott can lift, and you know, and you can tell by looking at him obviously that he's very much in shape. But I would be interested to see a crossover from the other side now, where Scott goes to the gym with Eddie Hall and Eddie tries to push Scott to his limits. Now that would be a very interesting crossover that I would be watching as soon as it came up in my sub box. But yeah, so original video, World's Strongest Man versus World's Biggest Gun. The link will be in the description. Be sure to go and check it out. Thank you all for coming and watching my reaction. Drop it a like if you liked it. Subscribe to Brain Dead React for more reactions like this. As usual, I have been Brain Dead, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.